Hello and welcome to the viewers of this video. This is the Orange Fan here, bringing you another entry for the episode Recap and Thoughts category. This video will be dedicated to the FUNimation dub of episode 90 of Dragonball Super. We begin this episode in the mountain region where Gohan and Piccolo were training a few episodes ago. Piccolo tells Gohan that their training is finished now, but Gohan needs to test his current power level, and Piccolo has someone in mind for who can help with just that. Meanwhile, in the town where Tien's dojo is, we see Goku, Master Roshi, Tien, and Chaozu are eating a meal at one of the restaurants in the town, and Tien tells the restaurant employees to put the meal on his tab. Since they have time to spare before the Tournament of Power begins, Goku requests some last-minute training with Master Roshi, and the Turtle Hermit agrees to teach some of his techniques to Goku. Shortly afterwards, Gohan and Piccolo enter the restaurant, and the other present Z fighters notice the change in Gohan's power level. Gohan requests that Goku and Tien help test his current power level. So the next scene shows the 6 characters heading to a mountain region for this training, which will take the form of a 2-on-2 battle royale sparring match. Their intention is to focus on teamwork and other related attributes, such as team coordination and team strategies. And this sparring match will play like the Tournament of Power. So the fighters lose when they are knocked out of bounds. In this case, they're on top of a flat mountain platform. Or yes, a flat mountaintop is the platform. It's acting like the platform that's meant to replicate the Tournament of Power arena. So that's where they'll be holding this sparring match. So the teams will consist of Goku and Tien on one team and Gohan and Piccolo on the other team. Roshi and Chaozu are the spectators for this sparring match. The sparring match begins with Gohan wasting no time in charging towards Goku, and Goku is impressed by this, but Gohan comments that he isn't using his full power just yet. So Goku and Gohan are continuing to focus on one another during this sparring match, and Tien tries to focus on Piccolo, who's in the middle of powering up. But Gohan still makes sure to cover for Piccolo while Piccolo is powering up. Eventually, Tien notices that Piccolo is about to unleash a super explosive wave, and he warns Goku about this. Goku is able to withstand the super explosive wave, but Gohan manages to attack Goku just after the super explosive wave occurred, and this causes the mountaintop platform to be destroyed. Tien tells both Goku and Gohan that they should end their sparring match right now. Roshi is impressed by what he saw from this sparring match so far, but he has a feeling that it's not going to end here, and he's proven right in a matter of seconds, because Gohan requests to have a one-on-one sparring match with his father. Tien thinks that it's pointless, but Goku agrees to this, and he begins to transform. Meanwhile, in Universe 10, on the planet of the Kais, Goasu is feeling conflicted about what he should focus on for choosing fighters for Universe 10's team for the Tournament of Power, because he's fearful that he might repeat the same mistakes that happened with Zamasu. Universe 10's Destroyer and Universe 10's Angel Assistant suddenly arrive, and Universe 10's Destroyer comments that Goasu's major flaw is that Goasu thinks too hard with his brain. And yes, Universe 10's Destroyer insists that he should think with his body instead of his brain. Universe 10's Angel Assistant, who's voiced by Brittany Karbowski, then introduces Goasu to 10 mortals. 9 of these mortals are wearing cloaks, so we don't get to see what 9 of these mortals look like. And she reveals that Universe 10's Destroyer, whose name is revealed to be Ramush, was the one who selected these 10 fighters to act as the Universe 10 team. The only mortal who isn't wearing a cloak reveals his name to be Mullathim. He's voiced by Reagan Murdoch, and he likes to call everyone bro and brother a lot. Universe 10's Angel Assistant agrees with Ramush about focusing on muscle. Goasu decides that there aren't any other choices since he wasn't able to pick any fighters by himself, but he does admit that he still has doubts. And then the Universe 10 team fighters all drink protein shakes. Ramush laughs with a confident laugh, and he thinks that this is a sign that the 10th universe will claim victory in the Tournament of Power. Returning to Universe 7, Goku transforms into Super Saiyan 2, and Gohan powers up to his ultimate form, also known as his mystic form, but they both eat sensu beans before they do so. Gohan tells his father that Gohan wishes to achieve a form that hasn't been seen before, and he wants to take a different path from his father's path. Goku's response to this is saying that he's been looking forward to the Tournament of Power to face the strongest opponents from other universes, but he says that the best challenger he's faced thus far is his oldest son. So Goku and Gohan proceed to have their one-on-one sparring match, and this sparring match proves to be very intense. The spectators are impressed by what they see, and we also see that other characters from different locations on Earth sense the sparring match going on. More specifically, we see Vegeta, Whis, Shin, and Old Kai are sensing the sparring match, and the Saiyan Prince seems to be rather impressed by what he senses. Gohan encourages his dad to use his full power, so Goku transforms to Super Saiyan Blue and he combines it with the Kaioken, and Goku is able to knock Gohan out. Goku catches Gohan before Gohan can fall to the ground, and Goku says that both he and Gohan will push each other to go further beyond, or he says something along those lines anyway. So sometime after Gohan regains consciousness, he thanks Goku, Tien, and Piccolo for their part in the sparring match, and he also apologizes to Tien for any possible trouble that he might have caused. Goku then tells everyone that he's decided who should lead the Universe 7 team for the Tournament of Power, and Goku thinks that Gohan should be the leader. Gohan is surprised to hear this, but he assures his father that he will take his leader position responsibilities very seriously. Next up, we head to the Null Realm, where we see that the Tournament of Power arena is still being constructed slowly but steadily, and that is how we end this episode. So this episode gave us a sparring match between Goku and Gohan, and it is a rather intense sparring match, but it does show how powerful the father and son duo are. And I did like this because, yes, I liked this episode because the sparring match does help to show Goku and Gohan's bond as father and son. And I think that the episode did really well at showing that Goku does care about Gohan and he is proud of Gohan. And I do appreciate that because, like I mentioned in previous Recap and Thoughts videos, I find the whole Goku is a bad dad joke to be really obnoxious, and I feel that some fans keep exaggerating that joke and taking it too far to the point where they keep acting like Goku really doesn't care about his family. But no, Goku does care about his family. Goku's not a perfect dad, but he's not the irredeemably horrible dad that some fans exaggerate him to be. So I always appreciate any time that the show shows us that, yes, Goku does care about his family, even if he's not a perfect family member. So yeah, that was definitely a highlight for me. And this episode seems to be going with the idea of treating Gohan's ultimate form, aka his mystic form, like a transformation. Yes, it reminded me of the 13th Dragon Ball Z movie, Wrath of the Dragon, where Gohan's ultimate form was treated like a transformation in that movie. That's what I was reminded of when I saw this episode. And that's probably going to keep adding to the confusion about what exactly is Ultimate Gohan, aka Mystic Gohan. I have mentioned before, there's a pretty intense debate over whether or not Ultimate Gohan is simply all of Gohan's power, or yes, Gohan's full power brought out while he's still in his normal form, or is his ultimate form a transformation? That's the big debate that goes on among many fans, and it's probably going to continue on in the future. But yes, that debate is still prevalent. The other detail about this episode is like some of the other episodes showed, or yes, a few of the previous episodes showed Universe 6's recruitment process, or at least we saw Cabba. Or first, Cabba was trying to recruit his mentor Renzo, but then Renzo suggested that Cabba recruit Renzo's younger sister, Caulifla, and then we actually do get to see Cabba convincing Caulifla to join the Tournament of Power. So in this episode, we got to see a different participating universe's recruitment process. In this case, we got to see Universe 10. And yes, I did enjoy seeing the 10th universe get some attention in this episode, because the main highlight for this scene, for me anyway, was how Universe 10's divine beings were interacting with each other. We got to see how Goasu acts with Ramush and Universe 10's angel assistant. And yeah, I enjoyed having that insight on that universe's divine beings and how they interact with each other. Universe 10's angel assistant, yeah, she is pretty adorable, I will admit. And I actually found out something recently, or yes, there was some recent supplementary material that revealed something. Now, initially, when Universe 10's angel assistant appeared, she looks like a kid, and many fans had figured that she's probably the youngest of the Grand Minister's children, and the youngest of the angel's siblings, and I certainly thought that was the case too when I first saw Universe 10's angel assistant. But according to this recent supplementary material, it turns out Universe 10's angel assistant is actually the oldest of the Grand Minister's children. She's the oldest sibling among the angel siblings, despite the fact that she looks like she would be the youngest. So yeah, that was a pretty interesting detail. And yeah, I guess it continues with Akira Toriyama's tradition of having appearances be deceiving. But otherwise, yes, the Universe 10 scene, while I did enjoy it, it also reminded me of something that I felt was a missed opportunity with the Zamasu saga. I have mentioned it before that while the Zamasu saga is one of my favorite sagas in the franchise, one of the flaws I felt with the saga was that Ramush and Universe 10's angel assistant didn't appear at all during the Zamasu saga, and I felt that was a waste. It would have been a nice way to give... Yes, while we are introduced to while we get to see the other divine beings from the other universes, I think Ramush and Universe 10's angel assistant appearing in the Zamasu saga would have helped fleshing them out some more, like how the Champa saga fleshed out Champa and Vados, and Fua to a lesser extent. But yes, I think that Ramush and Universe 10's Angel Assistant would have benefited from appearing in the Zamasu saga, and I would have liked to have seen how Zamasu would have interacted with Ramush and Universe 10's Angel Assistant, because there's actually a detail from other supplementary material. Now, according to this other supplementary material, Ramush is rather lazy with his destroyer position. So, yes, that detail all but outright tells us that Ramush's lack of responsibility with his position indirectly played a role in Zamasu's Start of Darkness. So, yes, Ramush... and this also goes along with a detail that's shown in the manga, or manga if you prefer. In the manga, we do see that Ramush does eventually find out about the whole Zamasu situation, but he keeps blaming Goasu for it. Ramush acts more like a jerk in the manga compared to the anime, where he already does come off as a jerk. So yes, Ramush comes off as even more of a jerk in the manga, and he keeps blaming Goasu, even though we saw Goasu really did try his best, but Zamasu still chose to turn to the dark side. And we do see that, yes, even if it was... But yes, this supplementary material detail does tell us that even though it was indirectly on his part, Ramush still was partially at fault for Zamasu's Start of Darkness. So, yeah, that was an interesting detail, and like I said, I think Ramush and Universe 10's Angel Assistant would have benefited more if they did appear in the Zamasu saga. So, yeah, that was probably, that's what it reminded me of, the missed opportunity from the Zamasu saga. But speaking of Zamasu, I did like the fact that Goasu brought him up in this episode. It helps to show us, the viewers, that Zamasu may have been defeated, but his actions still had lasting consequences. And it definitely stands out because Zamasu... Yeah, at this point in time, Zamasu is really the only actual main villain in Dragon Ball Super, or at least uniquely to Dragon Ball Super, because Frieza originated from Dragon Ball Z, and Beerus and Champa were not really evil. They were more Type 4 anti-villains, aka nominal villains, aka villains in name only on their worst days. And with regards to the Universe Survival Saga... Well, I think that detail will be made more clear as we cover the recap and thoughts videos for future episodes. But yes, Zamasu definitely stands out, and yes, I was glad that they did reference him because he did leave a big impact for his brief time. So otherwise, yes, we will get to see... Yes, it's pretty safe to say that we will get to see the other universes' recruitment processes, the participating universes anyway, and we might get to see the Universe 7 characters still try to get some last-minute training in before the Tournament of Power begins, because they still have a few hours to go. But otherwise, yes, there we go. So, yes, I consider this episode to be a vast improvement over the previous episode. I liked the father-son bonding between Goku and Gohan, and liked that the episode showed us that, yes, Goku may not be perfect, but he does care about his family. And like I said, I did like the Universe 10 scene, not just for showing us another participating universe's recruitment phase or recruitment process, but also showing us interactions among the divine beings. But like I said, it also reminded me of the missed opportunity from the Zamasu saga. But otherwise, yes, there we go for now. So as of this video, we've now discussed the Funimation dub of episode 90 of Dragon Ball Super on this channel. Take care, and until next time.